You want to hear about horror stories?
Yep.
Yeah.
When I was at Coachella, I did not use the bathrooms there.
Yep.
I didn't use the bathrooms there except to piss. I strategically didn't eat very much before or during the thing, because for 3 days I was like, I'm just gonna fucking hold it.
You held it for 3 days?
I held my shit for 3 days, and the moment I left, I stopped at a Denny's and destroyed it. But
yeah, I've done that.
I would go into the porta potties to piss, and I would see some of things that I will remember when I'm an old man. Like 80 years old, I will still remember like
human.
There were three sights that I saw, and the first was a mountain of shit. So big, it literally came above the rim of the toilet.
No!
Yeah,
fucking
because
way.
this was a common thing at Coachella. Everybody you talk to, like, oh, I just took the biggest shit. I would just be like, you fucking sat down in those porta potties? Like, no, I squat. Everybody was squatting at Coachella to the point where they were just shitting on other people's shit, and it was stacking up. So here's like the rig of the toilet with just like a little cone of poop peeking out.
Oh, way!
And I had to piss on it, and I would just literally close my eyes and just imagine I was peeing into the most pristine toilet. That was the first sight.
Oh. It came out of the fucking...
It came out of the toilet.
Oh.
The second of the three sights that I saw, some may debate it, better or worse. It did not come out of the toilet, but rather there was a bunch of shit and then a big like bunch of toilet paper on top of the shit. So a mountain of shit with shitty toilet paper on top of it, and then one turd. I'm not kidding. It was like this big. Oh! I looked at it, and this is the first thing that occurred to me. I looked at that shit, and I thought, that looks like a human heart. It was.
Yeah, I've had shit.
It was the only way I could describe this poop. Oh. It looked like a brown heart was sitting in that toilet, and I was like, "That's gross. It's a shit that looks like a human heart."
Was it veined?
It was like different. It was like, imagine like take two fists like this and lump them together in the shape of a heart.
It had like ventricles.
That's what the turd looked like that. It was like, how did that come out of your ass? It was one of those. It must have been one of those long snaky turds that kept turning in on itself and eventually turned into a heart.
Okay. Well, I have something to say on that.
Oh, well, let's hear it.
Unless you want me to.
No, please. Okay. This is the time.
I just wanted to say real quick. I have not only taken a shit like that. That image exactly got to me so bad after I shit. I was like, did I shit my heart out? Like, yeah, I'm not thinking logically that I took a picture of it, and we'll let Sean decide if he
It'll
wants
be
to put
right
that
here
up.
on the green screen.
I will
I do have
guarantee
it.
you right
Anyway,
now it's not
that's
going
all.
to
I
be.
think you showed it.
Well,
No, you showed it to me, right?
As bad as it must be to see your own shit that looks like a heart,
I'm not gonna
anonymous
edit your shit.
is
What was
much
the third?
much worse.
I'm just saying, it was a haunting image.
Thing?
And the third sight, I came across what I could only describe as something of a crime scene, where obviously something has happened here, and I do not know precisely what has happened, but there's a lot of evidence to suggest what this may be. And what it had looked like to me was somebody had improvised a tampon. Because I came across a toilet that was just filled with shit, piss, and bloody, crumpled up toilet paper. And I was just like, dude, some girl was on the fucking rag and didn't have a tampon.
There are so many girls at Coachella.
Yeah,
Ask
but
any
for
of
whatever
them.
reason, this one just had to fucking MacGyver
was shy.
herself a tampon.
She was like she
And
took
those-
it right off the roll and
and-
was like feeding it in.
It was literally just like, imagine a mountain of shit, but it's a mountain of crumpled up toilet paper, and it's all soaked in blood. And I couldn't even pee on that. I was like, I gotta find another.
No.
Those were the three toilet sites. And bonus story, one point I was waiting for a toilet to pee in it, and like there's a bunch of toilets and a bunch of people are waiting, and I noticed like, oh dude, this one's not occupied. And I go up and open the door, and there's a girl inside, and she like got so mad at me, I could hear it in her voice. She goes, excuse me! And I was just like, oh, sorry. May want to lock the doors. That's not my fucking fault. You're sitting in there.
I think this is our best podcast,
Yeah, this is the
content-wise.
best one yet.
Anyway, so Coachella, I'm looking forward to it again this year, but maybe I'll bring my own toilet.
4 minutes?
Yeah, 4 minutes.
Wow. Should we do emails?
Yeah. On that note,
I want
after
to
the
eat a
three
burrito
sites-
like the size of my heart.
Yeah, no,
like
I'm getting a burrito.
Yeah, dude. Can they like make a spaghetti burrito? That's what I'm in the mood for.